even though they call me Mr. Changing Lives, I really don't have the power to change your life. The only power I have is to inspire you to act towards that dream that changes your life. Let me tell you of a place where abundance occupies a space.
It's not in Africa where you can find diamonds. It's not in the Middle East where there is oil. Yet it is placed deep within nature's soil.
A place where there are enough resources to leave legacies. But since none of them were acted upon, they are now history.
The wealthiest place on earth is the cemetery, where the world's greatest talents, ideas, and abilities lay buried. See, potential is only energy standing still. And for those who let fear overcome their will, like their bodies, their dreams remain still.
Raise your hand if you have a dream. Raise them high.
My name is Robert, and I want to become a veterinarian one day.
My name is Anthony, and my dream is to be a lawyer. My name is Jeremiah, and I want to play in the NFL. My name is Annette, and I want to go back and get my bachelor's in science degree.
Can we please give a round of applause? There's two people in every single chair. There's the person that you are and the person that you want to be. The whole goal of life is to transition from where you are now into transitioning to the person that you would like to become.
I ask you guys to raise your hands if you had a dream, because that's where it starts. Having a dream is one thing, but what you need to do is you need to make a decision that you're going to make this dream a reality, because honestly that's the first step. We live in a place where you will hear more times that you can't do something as opposed to, oh, you can do it, I'm going to help you. Raise your hand if someone ever discouraged you and told you you can't do something, whatever the case may be.
Many believe that they can tiptoe through life to gain a sense of security, but in fact they risk nothing, and that's the greatest jeopardy. Do not let your impulse to dream die. Do not let your right to wealth be denied.
I'm the 10th grade Spanish teacher here at the Paulo Freire Charter School. I just saw Gene, and he really spoke to my students in a way where I know a lot of them really took his words very personally, and actually what was really funny is I saw one of my students writing, as he said, write down your dream, because if you write it, it's better than just saying it to yourself. And she was like writing down what she wanted to do, and I really believe that his words really inspired my students. And
whatever that dream is, you can get paid for it. If you build a greater demand and you're that unique, someone will cut you a check. And the more value you bring to the marketplace, the bigger the check. It's all about the value you bring, because all of you guys, if your heart is beating right here, you're here for a purpose. There's something you was born to do. There's a space that you're supposed to fill that no one else can fill. There's something that you're supposed to do that no one can do the way that you do it, but you have to believe it.
Everything he said, I needed to hear it. I definitely needed to hear it. I've been going through a lot as far as, you know, not going for my dream and doubting myself, but I believe now that I actually can conquer my dreams, and I can just basically do anything after hearing this man speak.
A person doesn't die when he or she reaches the grave. They die when their dreams do.
A person doesn't die when he or she reaches the grave. They die when their dreams do. So let your dreams live and your fears die, and continue on your pursuit.
I felt very inspired by hearing Gene talk. He talked about his what he does for people, how he gets them to be inspired. He talked about his mission and his hardships, and at certain points I laughed underneath my breath, because I definitely agreed with what he was saying, and ironically have told the students that many times, and they kind of, oh, Miss Hannah, so it was nice to hear it from another perspective, and I like the fact that he brought in how he got there, so like the buttons, and then how that mission, that he didn't give up on that mission, and how the most important thing was the will behind the way.
Me coming from a single parent home, my mother put me in private school since I was born. I probably was in a private nursery as soon as they cut the umbilical cord. How she made it happen, I have no idea, but she found a way, and that's what I guess is embedded in my DNA, that, you know what, I gotta find a way, I gotta make it happen. And that was my why. My mom was my why, and I was sick and tired of basically being sick and tired. So since my why was big enough, Finding a way to get the money was not the issue. I'm like, I'm gonna find it, hook or crook, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna find a way to make it happen. But my why was big enough. If your why is not big enough, when shit gets real, you're gonna say, fuck this, I'm done, I'm not doing it. You're gonna quit. Sane people quit. Normal people quit. They see an obstacle, I'm done, I'm gonna go back. You have to be a little off. There has to be something about you so unique that you have an idea, you have a vision, and you're like, you know what? Despite what other people say, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make this happen, because no one can see your vision the way that you see it. So in the beginning, people they'll question you from A to B, like, why are you doing this? But once you make it happen, everyone starts asking you, yo, how did you do that? Oh, can you teach me? Can you show me?
Just got finished watching the speech, and it was like really motivational. Really motivational. I advise anybody, if you have the time to do it, if he's like around your area, please do it. You'll be motivated. Bring your people, they'll be motivated. Bring your family, they'll be motivated. Bring your grandma, she'll be motivated. It is really good. Thank you.